Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at Claude Desktop. What can it do and does it work with the Back4app MCP? So stay tuned. Differentiating itself from Cursor, Windsurf, and Visual Studio Code, Claude Desktop is not an IDE. It is a tool that allows you to use Claude's AI capabilities in a more streamlined way and interact with local resources on your machine. And does it work with the Back4app MCP? Let's take a look. In order to configure the Back4app MCP on Claude Desktop, you need to go to Claude, Settings, and go to Developer and click Edit Config. And this is the first issue I found with it. Since it's not an IDE, it does not provide any way for you to edit this file, so I had to do it on Visual Studio instead. So here I am at my Visual Studio Code where I'm going to just paste my configuration for the MCP server. And when I close this down, save it. Now back to the Claude Desktop, I need to close it and open it again so it will reload. So let's do just that. After restarting, we can check if the Back4app MCP worked. All you have to do is to click this button here, Search and Tools, and in here you'll find the Back4app MCP and all its tools. You can enable or disable tool by tool. I'll leave it all turned on. So let's ask it to list my Back4app apps so we can ensure it is working. So please list all my Back4app apps. I do have two apps in this account, so it seems to be working quite nicely. Let's ask it to create a new app for me. Please create a new app named Dog Walk. Alright, it seems to have worked, so let's check it. Go back to Back4app and reload. And here is my Dog Walk app. Let's now enter this app and ask it to deploy a front end to it. In this app, please create and deploy a front end that allows me to track my dog's walks. Alright, we had a small error here, a XML8 HTTP request failed, unable to connect, but it seems to have worked at the end. So let's inspect that code. So back to my dog walk app, we're going to go to Cloud Code, and in here it should be inside the index.html file. If we open this, it seems to have all the code inside it. Also, we could see from the logs that it actually activated the web hosting, so I should have a domain where I can access this project. So let's ensure what that domain is by going to App Settings, then Server Settings, scroll all the way to Web Hosting and Custom Domains, and here is my temporary domain that I can copy and open on a new window with the suffix b4a.app. So if I just open a new tab, paste that in, .b4a.app, and there you go, I have my code running in Back4app. It indeed did work, even if we had some problems on the way. I think that's mostly because Claude Desktop is still in beta, so they're probably fixing it anytime soon. Now, it did create the code and hosted it in Back4app, but is it working? Let's check it out. The very first step is to go to Back4app and see if any data or structure was created in there. So back to Back4app, we're going to refresh this screen. And as we can see, the role class and user class, which are default classes, are created, but no new classes. So we don't have any data structure created to host the data for this app. But it should create one as soon as I start creating my dog walks. So back to the website, let's try to create a new record here. So my dog's name is Fido. The date will be today. Let's make 10 as the start time and 10:30 as the end time. Let's say we worked 1 kilometer in the local park. The weather was sunny and the dog's mood was calm. And let's add a comment. So this is my very first walk. Click log walk and it says it logged successfully and also showed the walk over here. Let's go back to Back4app and see if that was persisted in our database. So back to Back4app, we're going to refresh this once again. And we can see we already have a walk class over here with one record. Let's go to that class. And here it is. This is my very first walk. The dog name is Fido. End time 10:30. Start time 10. Duration 30 minutes. And the weather was sunny. So the system seems to be working quite nicely. I can now give it more prompts and refine to get exactly what I want from this app. So there you have it. While not exactly an IDE like Cursor, Windsurf or Visual Studio Code, the Claude Desktop can still create great apps and host it in Back4app for free by using the Back4app MCP. I really expect to get even better as soon as they fix those small issues we saw, but I'm sure they are working on it and it will get better very soon. It's a different type of product aimed to a different category of developers, but I really think you should give it a try. So, if you like this kind of content, please leave a like in this video and consider subscribing to the channel so you'll never miss out on new content like this. Also share this video with a friend and they can learn something too. I hope you enjoyed this content and hope to see you back on the channel soon. See you soon. Bye bye.